right now on Love in the Time of Corona.
I'm interested in aviation and my private pilot's license.
Luke P. is here.
25 to 30% was complaining about the ex.
Plus, Reality Steve's warning.
You really need to hear this.
It all starts right now.
It's week 7 in real time of Rye's journey for love in the time of Corona. So far we've met the 5 finalists and seen 2 of the dates with Rye. The first being Trey, whose wit and sarcasm align perfectly with my sister. The next being Daniel, who's a total sweetheart and a self-labeled nerd, which I would also label Rye. Now, the Bachelorhetoric continues as this journey unfolds. Is everyone here for the right reasons? Is she already falling? Has everyone stayed in their lane? Tonight we meet more well-rounded, genuine, and brave men, but before the quarantine queen joins me, some old friends sent her some messages.
Hey Rye, it's me Mike, and I just want to say I wish you the best of luck on your journey. Actually, babe, you don't even need luck. It's already written that you're going to find your love because we all rooting for you. You're a wonderful mother, and damn it, if one of these guys don't get up on it and realize how amazing you are, I might just have to come back to Atlanta myself. With all love. Hopefully a great one gets your final rose.
Rye, I am so excited for you going on this journey, and I've always thought that you were a catch, and someone will catch you. So remember, ABC, always be caught. Good luck, my friend. Mwah.
Oh my god, I love them so much. They're seriously the best. You look beautiful. Is this salmon? It is. Thanks. Nice. Let's kick things off with Ben. Ben is on his way to becoming a traveling nurse.
Do you feel like there's still this stereotypical thing against male nurses? Like, do you have to combat that?
There is a little. It's getting less so. I really don't care at all. Gender roles are kind of something that's not a part of anything I'm worried about, I guess. So I maybe there is. I guess I don't really care.
I like your long hair. I just like everything that's happening here.
I appreciate it. I'll be honest. I dolled myself up quite a bit for this, so it's not. I don't always look this all right.
Do you usually date older women, or you just think Rye's cute, like just having seen her on the recaps and stuff?
I think both. I have had a couple serious relationships with older women, but I also have always thought Rye was super cute, and I've just kind of thought in my life that the more I take a chance, the more things you'd know whether or not it's going to pan out. So I figured, why not? I just wanted her to know that I think she's a really funny and smart lady, and worst comes to worst, she gets to know that someone in South Dakota thinks she's really cute.
Oh my gosh, he seems so sweet. I know, I loved everything about him. His energy, his self-deprecating humor. Then I found out how old he was, and that's not gonna work. That's why I asked him if he's used to dating older women. He's in his early 20s. No! Oh man, but hey ladies in South Dakota, go find Ben. Cue the stampede. All right, let's move on to someone a little bit more age appropriate for your mid-30s, and that is 40-year-old John.
I know that you were on Nick Vile's relationship and dating podcast in January, right?
Yep.
Where they said you were so sweet and Nick called you one of those guys you just want to hug. So what is it about Rye that you like?
Well, when I see you guys on Whit and Rye, it kind of reminds me of the interactions I have with my brother. And she's kind of got that witty, no pun intended, witty, quirky side, but yet, then she brings that serious side too to the conversation. So,
Have you ever been married?
I've been married and divorced.
But no kids?
No kids. No.
And you would be fine dating a woman who has a child?
Absolutely. In fact, I just got back today. I took the day off to spend with my 1-year-old niece, so I spent all day watching her. So I love kids. Maybe that's because I've never had any myself, but no, I try to spend a lot of time with my niece and nephews.
As someone with 3 kids, it probably is because you don't have any that you love. I'm just kidding. Now, why did you guys figure it out on Nick Vile's podcast? Why hadn't you had a date for 3 years?
When you're younger, the situations kind of manufacture themselves. You're in groups, you're single friends. So those situations of meeting people are a lot easier. I had seen a comment that somebody posted And I kind of tell you would respond to the comment, you know, they said, hey, she's so great. Why does she even need a man? And I believe it was you that responded to that. And it's something that I tell people all the time as well. Well, not why do you need a man? Obviously, you don't need a man. But you know, I tell them, you know what? My life is great. You know, I mean, I'm happy. Everything is great. You know, I can do life on my own. But to the point, I don't want to anymore. You know, I'd like to find somebody and give it another shot. You know, I mean, I learned a lot from the divorce.
Just to have someone to enhance your life. That's what you want, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Hi, John.
Hey, Ryan.
Have you been married before?
Yeah, I was married. I'm divorced. Been divorced 5 years.
Oh, well, me too, almost. I'm coming up on 5. It's a great thing to have in common, John. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What are things that you like to do?
I'm interested in aviation. I'm big into aviation. I have my private pilot's license. You know, not a Peter pilot, but
Is all your family close by to you?
yeah, within an hour.
That's nice.
Yeah. I moved to North Carolina. I lived in North Carolina for 6 years, and now I came back to Wisconsin to be closer to them after the divorce. So
I kind of did the same thing. You know, kind of lived Los Angeles for a little bit with Whit, and then moved to Nashville for a little bit. And then when I found out I was pregnant, we came here to Georgia just for, you know, to be around family and get some help. And it was a great decision. And now that Whit's here, it's great. So all the siblings are here. My mom is just down the street.
is Whit your only sibling?
We have a brother. So we have an older brother. Whit's the middle child, and I'm the baby. Okay, so you said you like going to sporting events. What's your favorite team? Do you like football? I'm assuming you are a Packers fan.
Yeah. Look at you, right. Yeah, right on.
Well, I really do thank you so much for coming on. I do appreciate your time, and it was lovely to meet you.
Yeah, you too, right?
Well, I have not spoken to my sister, but I know you guys just recently ended your date.
This is true.
So how did it go?
It was tough. You know, I don't know if it was the format. I didn't think she got like a true picture of who I was. You know, when we hung up, I was like, man, that was not good. You know, I wasn't sure if she's the lead. You know, I'm supposed to let her ask all the questions.
Right.
I think there is there could be a connection. I think we have a lot in common. You know, I think I like to do a lot of things she likes to do.
Well, I'm glad we talked so that I have your feedback. What was your takeaway from the date with John?
I feel like, again, questions were not being asked to me, so I had to come up with questions, and that can get a little exhausting. But I liked getting to know him. He seems like a great guy as well. He seems like a family. He values family a lot, which I really liked hearing.
How are you feeling overall about this whole process?
That's a really great question, Whit. Thank you for asking it. I think that it's really exciting, the time that these guys have put into all of this, and the fact that they've taken time out of their day to talk with me. It's very nice. So I've enjoyed meeting these guys. I don't know how I feel at this moment. You know, I haven't met with everybody yet, but I feel like I'm hopeful, but I'm not sure yet.
Did you do that during your date? Did you go like that?
I should have. Hi, John. But I enjoy John. I think he's a very sweet guy, very genuine. Again, I guess that's my word for my season. Genuine.
You genuinely still look pretty with a double chin. All right, who's the next date with? Dave. Okay, you don't know this, but Dave had to actually overcome some major technical difficulties.
Luke P is here. How dare you enter as Luke P? Microphone. Dave, we've got a problem. I can see me in the background of your thingy, but I can't hear you. Are you playing a video game with me watching? Look at my note. You frozen again?
Whoa.
Oh my good.
I'm so sorry.
So you were nominated by your sister-in-law.
Right.
She spoke so highly of you. I don't know if she showed you what she wrote to us, but oh my goodness. Okay, wow, we're really rocking and rolling over there.
I know.
From what I understand from your sister-in-law, you have been married before, but you don't have any kids. Is that right?
I have 0 kids. That is true.
Okay, and where do you live right now?
I live in Columbus, Ohio.
What do you do work-wise?
Work-wise, I'm a Salesforce administrator.
Sounds like you come in with like a shield and like a vest. What does that mean?
I do. Yeah, that's exactly how it works. Salespeople log their activity basically. So it's kind of used to monitor salespeople, and they can say, okay, I've got this opportunity. I think I'm going to be able to close it. I think it's worth $120,000. I estimate I'm going to close it in October. That kind of thing.
I don't really know what you're talking about, but okay. So what are you looking for in a partner at this point in your life?
I think it's easy, kind of like when Rye was talking about when she like went into her explanation of what she was looking for, and she started talking about like somebody that likes hiking, and so and you kind of stopped her a little bit. I thought that was funny because I think a lot of times it's kind of like, I'm looking for somebody who's not, morbidly obese. I'm looking for somebody who, whose car isn't filled with garbage, who has a job and stuff like that, right?
Right.
So at this point in my life, I wouldn't really get involved in anything unless I was really blown away by the person in terms of the thing that I really like about both of you is just how funny you both are. And just I started probably watching your channel about a year ago, and I don't know, there's just something like warm and authentic about it. And I just want to be with somebody who's authentically themselves, I guess, basically.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good.
So what do you like to do? Tell me a little bit about kind of your day-to-day.
Yeah, well, my day-to-day right now, is fairly boring. One of my hobbies is doing theater locally. So I've done a little bit of that kind of stuff. And
Oh, I love that. Have you ever dated anybody with a kid?
I have a few times, yes. Never with one kid, I don't think.
Well, as you know, I do have a son. I have an
Right.
8-year-old who is amazing, if I do say so myself.
Yeah. Do you have 50% custody, or is it some other more complex arrangement?
No, we wanted to do what was in the best interest of our child. And I know the importance of having a father and vice versa, so we just put his needs first, and we kind of swallow our egos and move on, and, but we get along really well, which is really refreshing.
Definitely been in some relationships where maybe 25 to 30% was complaining about the ex,
Yeah, I understand that. And I try to do, for me personally, and not just with other men or even my female friends, is I have to remember that half of my son is my ex. So if I say anything bad about my ex, I'm saying something bad about my son, which I would never do. So it's just keeping everything in perspective. But of course, at the end of the day, you get a divorce for a reason.
Getting divorced is an interesting journey to go on, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I just remember about it was kind of having my whole life planned out, and then all of a sudden it's just like, and it's just like, I guess I could watch 3 football games today if I really wanted to do, it's just like, whoa. I had 2 dachshunds. Both of them were like, I kept them out of my divorce or whatever. I got custody of them. And one died several years ago, but then one just died like right at the beginning of this pandemic. So yeah.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
You can see her picture up there in the
what's her name?
Belle, which when I chose it, it was like, oh, what a novel name. And then like, I think about 50% of dogs are named Belle. It seems like Belle or Bella. I swear it was the only one at the time, but
I feel like that happens. Like you get a car and then everyone else has
that car. Yes.
Well, it's been great talking with you.
It's been fun.
It has. I've enjoyed getting to know you, and thanks for sharing a little bit about yourself.
Okay. All right. Trust the process. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You ended your first date with Rye about 30 seconds ago. So how did it go?
I thought it was good. It was really easier than I thought it would be. I felt pretty comfortable talking to her pretty quickly.
What was something that stands out that you liked about the date?
There was a fair amount of laughter. We talked a little bit about her relationship with her ex and how she doesn't trash him or whatever. And just based on some of my previous relationships, I felt really good about that. I thought it was genuine, and I feel like it's true that she doesn't spend a lot of her time like complaining about her ex, which is something I've experienced.
All right. I just spoke with Dave. You just had a date with Dave. Give me all the tea, girl.
I enjoyed talking with Dave. He seems like a really nice guy. He has been married, divorced, so he understands that. And he did ask me questions, which I thought was very nice. He wanted to get to know me. He was funny. He was honest, and he just seems like a really good dude.
All right, do you know who your top two are? Yes, I locked myself in the dressing room, just like Claire, but I figured it out. All right, well, don't tell us yet, because Reality Steve actually just texted me. He has some kind of a scoop that he says we need to know right now. So let's go to the office.
All right, Steve, I got your text. What is happening?
Hey, so I'm getting information from multiple sources. You really need to hear this before you continue talking to these guys. This could change everything.